Get ready to match the stars. Gary Burghoff, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Susan Howard, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg. Right. As we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rivers.
We had that in case the ding-a-ling made an entrance in the middle of yesterday's show, you see. So, and I didn't want to waste it, and it was sitting there, so what the heck. All right, now, where were you? You missed 2 shows.
I was coming late like I did 2 years ago. I mean, it's bad enough when someone comes in late at the office, they have to sneak in. You can't sneak in here with a red light looking at you.
Would you like to explain to America where you've been? You missed half the week.
I went to the home of New England, your lovely home, where it gets icy freezy.
Yes.
And the planes got frozen. Oh. And they couldn't fuel the plane. And we had to land in LaGuardia. Yes. So they could manually fuel the plane.
Yes.
And then the 3 hours went away in LaGuardia Field. So I couldn't get here while they manually fueled the plane.
Yes.
But I love those emergencies. They're so much fun.
Yeah, they are.
And the eggs got hard because they were 4 hours late in serving.
Yes.
But it was really a calming landing.
Yes. Is there something we can do for you to...
The pilot kept saying hydraulics mightn't work. They might be frozen too.
Yes.
And we all went, oh, wonderful. But I'm here, thank goodness, and I'll be going back to the east. No, I'll be going back in August.
Okay. I thought he'd never finish.
He was looking for a punch.
Eleanor Foreman. Hello, Eleanor. That's a nice outfit.
Thank you.
Want to come down here? What the heck? Come down here and talk to me. Now, Eleanor has won a game. She's got her $100, and she's going to have a go at the Big Money Super Match in a moment or so, where she could win over $5,000. Now, I don't know how much she's going to win. We're going to find out right after we do this message for you. Here we go. All right, Eleanor. We'll get right to it now for the Big Money Super Match where you could win over $5,000. We polled a recent studio audience, my dear, and we got their best response to this. Roller blank. Now, the answer that audience gave most frequently is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the answer they gave second most frequently, you get $250. If you match the bottom one, their third most frequent answer, you get $100. Now, whom do you call on over here?
Richard Dawson.
Roller skates.
Roller skates.
Charles.
Charles.
I'm so honored to be called my first day back.
Yes.
And we're thrilled.
What Brett won in 1942, the Portsmouth Roller Derby.
Roller derby.
Gary.
Gary, have you got one?
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster. So those are the three. Roller coaster, roller derby, and roller skates. Now, you can choose one of those. Do you want one of those?
Yes, I do.
Which one?
Roller derby.
Roller derby is the one she wants. All right, that's the one that Charles gave you. We'll find out if it's up there, and if so, where. Let's begin as we usually do down at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Rollerball.
That's that movie.
Oh, that's that movie that Raquel Welch made, wasn't it? Yeah, okay.
No.
No? What was that?
James Caan made it.
James Caan made it. Who's she?
Raquel Welch made Kansas City Bombers.
Kansas City Bombers, the one Raquel made.
Anything
Thank you,
else
sir.
Called Big Blanks.
Now we're looking for a roller derby. May we see the $250 response? Roller skates is Richard Dawson's answer. Here's the last chance for your roller derby.
Could be it.
All right, we hope it's up there for you, Eleanor. Here is the $500 number. You got it. Congratulations. Very good. Okay. Go. Now you're up to $600. But more important than that, the $500 number there flashing means you're going to play for 10 times that amount or $5,000. Now, to collect that, you got to match one of them exactly, and it's time for you to choose one now.
Richard.
Okay, Richard, we'll get ready to write. You'll face me if you would, please, Eleanor. And here it is, worth $5,000. Concentrate now, think carefully. Blank zone. Z-O-N-E. Blank zone. his mind. Now we want you to make up your mind. Give us an answer which you think will match his. I hope your ESP is connected up to his. There it is, blank zone. What do you say, Eleanor?
Safety.
Safety zone. Okay. All right, let's turn around and face Richard now and see what he says. She says that'll match you for 5,000, Richard.
I wish it did, Don. I said parking zone.
Parking zone. Parking zone. There were a number of good choices there. What did you have? What, Fannie, what would you...
Hospital zone.
Hospital zone.
Twilight zone.
Twilight zone. Yeah, that's another. War zone, yeah. Okay, well, they both came up with good answers. No money changes hands now, but she's got her 600. Going to meet another player. Let's welcome Valerie Shortino. Hello. Okay. Valerie, you know Eleanor? We welcome you, Valerie.
Why, thank you, Gene.
And we ask you to tell us a little about Valerie Shortino.
Well, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm a nursing student, and I have a beautiful little 11-year-old daughter.
Wow. 11-year-old daughter.
Yes,
Okay, and you're a nursing student.
yes.
How long have you been doing that?
It's been about a year I've been in school, and I have
And
a year
how long
and a half
does
to go.
nursing school take these days?
Almost 3 years, about 3 years.
You've got 2 more years to go, huh?
Well, a year and a half.
Year and a half then. All right. Good luck there, and good luck here too, Valerie.
Thank you.
I'll push this button and ask you to look at A and B there and see if you can figure out which one you want. It's just, you know.
A.
A. All right, it's up to you. A is what she wants. Valerie Shortino. That's your first one. Tiny Tom Thumb.
What are you looking at me for?
No. Tiny Tom Thumb is
What are you
so
looking
tiny.
at her for?
How tiny is Tiny Tom Thumb?
I'll tell you how tiny Tom Thumb is. When he goes camping, he doesn't sleep in a bedroll. He sleeps in a blank roll. Tiny Tom Thumb. When he goes camping, doesn't sleep in a bedroll. Sleeps in a blank roll. You understand, Valerie? You know what a bedroll is?
Yes.
All right. This little fella here. I don't know. You know how big
Little
Tiny Tom
fella.
Thumb is. He's 9 inches or whatever. Sleeps in a blank roll.
I can't think of anything.
Okay, everybody's ready over here. And Eleanor, Valerie, it's time for you to make give us an answer here. Tiny Tom Thumb is so tiny. When he goes camping, he doesn't sleep in a bedroll. He sleeps in a blank roll.
Oh, God.
In a what roll?
Jelly roll, I guess?
Jelly roll is okay. That's not bad. I hadn't heard of that. Yeah. She's a jelly roll.
Who is that squishy?
He got stuck there and slept soundly all night. What do you say, Gary?
Well, you know, Tiny Tom Thumb may be small, but he's very rich. You know, he's been in show business for years. And he sleeps on satin. He brings along his very own satin toilet paper roll.
That's not the answer, Valerie. I'll let you know when we come to the proper answer there. What do you say?
I said he just threw a frankfurter over him and slept on a hot dog roll.
There's a good one. A hot dog roll is a good one. Doesn't match. No, hot dog roll. They say hot dog roll. Yeah.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
I took a
I do.
Don't argue with me. I'm a star.
hot dog bun, nevertheless. Be that as it may.
Be that as it may, Charles.
no, I took a whole other tack because of camping. See, that
Yes.
was the thing I thought of camping. And when I
Camping.
go camping,
Yes.
I go with a Tootsie Roll.
A Tootsie Roll. That's good. Little touch of humor there. Are you getting the hang of it now?
Yes.
We give you these hard ones at first to get all the rotten answers out of your system so that when you... yes, Susan.
He had a Tootsie Roll.
A Tootsie Roll. Okay. Now you, sir.
Even though you struck me twice,
On the head.
something I enjoy, as a matter of fact. You did tell Valerie you would let her know when the correct answer came out.
Yes, I did.
Tell her.
Tell her.
Jelly.
A jelly roll. Oh, okay, you may strike me twice on the head.
No, you like it too. I won't do it.
What do you say, Fannie?
I said bread roll.
A bread
Yeah.
roll. So that's one for you, Valerie, and we'll see how you do with yours. But first, we've got to see about this. Hello. We were just discussing comparative literature and other highly intellectual things during... Are you ready?
I'm
This
ready.
is your first rounder. Here we go. When Sally saw the three little guys in her Rice Krispies. She said, oh, no, not only are those guys snapping, crackling, and popping, they're blanking. You do watch this show. Boy, you get right to it. Write those answers right down there.
Good or bad?
Yes. How do you enjoy your assignment on Petrocelli as one of the stars? You play his wife?
Right.
Yes.
Snapping and crackling 6 months out of the year, so I really like
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's marvelous. Oh, yes. Okay, finished. Waiting for... It is a very good show, yes.
What show?
Should get rid,
Petrocelli, Susan Howard show.
get rid of the guy and use her.
That's right.
Just my opinion.
Is that the one with the guy in the wheelchair?
Close.
Wrong. Eleanor, when Sally saw the three little guys in her Rice Krispies, you've seen that, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay. She said, oh, no, not only are those guys snapping, crackling, and popping, they're blanking.
Dancing.
Dancing, she said. Well, I don't know. It'd be a little difficult if they were up to their blank in milk or cream, but we'll see. Gary?
It was terrible, too, because they always left a ring around. I said bathing.
Bathing. Okay. You, Brett?
I said acute. They were sneezing.
They were sneezing.
And getting their little germs over
Right.
everybody.
Charles?
I said burping.
Burping. No, not only those two guys snapping, crackling, and popping, they're blanking, and Eleanor said dancing.
Burping.
Burping. Oh, so that's two of those. Richard?
They were bell ringers.
They were bell ringers?
They were tinkling.
Tinkling.
They played the bells of St. Mary's. It was a lovely song. The bells of St. Mary's.
I hear them.
The number in New York is Muriel 7943.
What do you say?
I say he always goes for the cheap laugh. I wrote tinkling too.
Oh, yeah. No dancing in the Rice Krispies there, Eleanor. Now we go to round 2 and see how Valerie does with this one. A or B, my dear?
A.
A it is. One person does not play. That's Richard. Everybody else, respond to this little poem, if you would, please.
What poem?
A poem. Now,
like poetry.
the rhyming scheme will be obvious to you. My butcher Pete was really beat. He said, I just can't stand this heat. To give myself a great big treat, I go in the locker and freeze my blank.
Did you study public speaking?
Yes.
Yes, right on.
Would you read that again?
My butcher Pete was really beat. He said, I just can't stand this heat. To give myself a great big treat, I go in the locker and freeze my blank.
I'm finished.
Good for you, my dear.
Isn't that wonderful, Charles? I'm finished. Well, Charles is finished too, having appeared in various places. Believe it.
Gary, we're waiting for you. Okay. Now he's finished.
Well,
All right, Valerie, it's up to you now, my dear.
Okay.
My butcher Pete was really beat. He said, I just can't stand this heat. To give myself a great big treat, I go in the locker and freeze my
Meat.
meat. What do you say, sir?
I was going to say derriere, but it didn't rhyme.
Yeah.
So I said the same thing, meat.
Meat. There's one for Valerie. Hello, Brett.
Hi, hon. I say curtain up. Please
That's two for Valerie. Valerie is rolling along like Old Man River, Charles.
Valerie's beautiful. I love Italian chicks, baby. Meat.
All right. 4 for you, Valerie. Susan?
Yes, ma'am. Meat.
5 for you. Now, Fannie, it's up to you.
Do you ever find yourself embarrassed?
You don't mean to tell me you're not going along with the crowd.
No.
You're not going along with the crowd?
No, I wrote seat.
See.
Yeah.
Well, that's 5. Now, you got to stop right here, and when we come back, you got to match 5 to stay in the game. You could win another game if you match all 6. Let's see what happens right after we see about this.
Today's consolation prizes. Our first, the original Mr. Coffee and genuine Mr. Coffee filters. Joe DiMaggio says it's the greatest automatic coffee brewing system ever. And a tray and a supply of rice-a-roni. The big flavor side dish is so quick, so easy, saute and simmer to flavor perfection. Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. And a candy dish and Chico Stick, the delicious candy bar with rich peanut butter and toasted tropical coconut. A treat worth crowing about is Chico Stick. Hi-ho, the Mario, the farmer in the blank. Yes, match game 76 with Gene Rayburn will return in a minute.
Now, we're ready to carry on here. This is our second and final round. Remember, Eleanor, you must match 5 to achieve a tie 6 to win the game. Ready?
All right.
Ready. Listen, I'm not saying it's smoggy in Central Park, but it's the only place in the world you can see a gas mask on a blank.
Got it.
That sounds like one of those, I don't want to say it's smoggy in Central Park, but it's the only place I've seen you see a gas mask on a blank. Okay, Eleanor. That's enough.
That's my act that I'm going to be doing at the Playboy Club in Lake Geneva.
Now, did you... Charles emphasized, don't call us, we'll call you. I'm not saying it's smoggy in Central Park, but it's the only place in the world you can see a gas mask on a...
I'm drawing a blank.
You are. Well, you got to say something, because you may get lucky, and they may have all said it, because they're not too smart over there either, you know.
On an animal.
On an animal. Yes. Have you ever been to Central Park?
Yes.
Yes. Well, the air over Manhattan sometimes gets a little bit strange because of all of the pollution they have around there. What do you say, Gary?
It's not. If she had been more specific and said a squirrel or something like that, I might have said that, but I said mugger.
A mugger.
Because I was mugged by a squirrel once in New York.
You were mugged by a squirrel in Central Park, then? Okay, now, Eleanor, you got to match everybody else to stay in the game. Brett, she's looking for an animal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said pigeon.
So that means Valerie Shortino wins the game. What do the rest of you have? Mugger, dog, mugger, mugger. Okay. Mugger. Congratulations. You stand right there. Don't go away, okay? Well, it was grand seeing you back here. Show them your rings on your fingers there. Isn't that marvelous? She's got rings on all of her fingers. Eleanor Foreman, you've got $600 and our best wishes. Thank you very much for coming back. Goodbye. Okay. There it is, Valerie.
I can't believe it.
You can't believe it? You better believe it. This is your big chance now. You could win over $5,000 here.
I know.
Shall we go?
We should go.
All right. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this.
Ta-da.
Mark blank. Now, the answer that group gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. Now, if you match the second one, you get $250. The bottom one gets you $100. Now, whom do you call on over here for a little help?
Okay, Richard first.
Richard the First.
Spitz.
Mark Spitz. All right. He used to be in show business, didn't he?
Never.
Never?
He was a swimmer.
Okay, Susan.
Twain, Mark Twain.
Twain.
Okay, Charles.
Mark Anthony.
Oh, boy, are we in trouble.
I got one.
You got
Well,
one?
he's Italian, too. Mark Tony, hey.
Mark Goodson. Mark Goodson would be my answer. I think Mark Goodson is the perfect answer.
Me too. I think Mark Goodson was the right answer.
Would you have said, what would you have said, Gary?
I definitely would have said Mark Goodson.
Yeah,
You have no idea how I would have said Mark
You're the
Goodson.
world's finest. You're the world's finest MC, but don't cut off a guest quickly. Mark Anthony Goodson. Mark Spitz.
Yes. Here, the three that have been given now are Mark Anthony, Mark Twain, and Mark Spitz. Now, you don't have to take one of those. If you think that audience, said something else that would be a more popular answer, it's up to you entirely. Your decision alone. Do you want one of those? Spitz, Twain, or Anthony?
I thought of Twain.
You thought of Twain. All right. Twain is a good one. Great American humorist, and Hal Holbrook tours the country and does, all those wonderful things. He does that. Mark Twain tonight.
Yeah, but he's not hiring people.
He's not hiring people. He does a single, my dear. All right, Mark Twain, you old rascal. Let's see if you're under the $100 response. Mark 4.
Mark 4.
Oh,
Jack
yes,
Webb.
he's the king of Yugoslavia. Mark.
No.
Jack Webb Productions, also another fine producer.
Yeah. All right, we're looking for Mark Twain. May we see the $250 number? Mark Twain, congratulations. Listen, are we going to be embarrassed if it's Mark Goodson, who is the creator?
Such an inside answer.
On every show you say Goodson Todman Production.
They don't say
Not
Mark.
only are we going to be embarrassed, we're going to be out of work. All right, Earl, let's see it. Mark Spitz. Okay, we're in
Thank
work.
you.
Mark Spitz, that's the one that Richard had.
Who is Mark
Okay, you
Goodson?
got the $250. That means you're going to play for $2,500 later, but right now we got to do this. I guess those two are an item, so we might as well be an item too, right? As long as you're doing whatever.
Well, I was
10 seconds to say goodbye. Gene Mabry here. Goodbye. Join us next time. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. And stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations.